What if I told you that you could send 400 LinkedIn connection requests per month with hyper-personalized notes, including a link to a custom product demo tailored to each prospect? Not only will this increase acceptance rates, but it will sell for you on autopilot. So stop sending boring generic invitation notes like this that no one even accepts, and rather send personalized invitation notes, which makes it look like you actually went through their profile, and it even includes an automated and interactive product demo so that you don't have to get on 400 product demo video calls every month. This is actually the make.com workflow that makes all of this possible. It uses Claude AI to write the personalized invitation note after scraping their LinkedIn profile. And the secret weapon is a tool called Super Demo, where I'll show you how to build an interactive product demo that's personalized to every single prospect, and it's fully automated. And the craziest part is that once you set this up, just takes about 30 minutes to set it up, and then you never have to do manual outreach on LinkedIn ever again. It's essentially fully automating your B2B sales. Now, let me give you an example of a super demo that I created for my website. So I'm just going to click Start Demo, and this is now for my website, Futurize. It's an automation community where we help business owners automate their business processes.
I'd start by clicking on Community. Type your question about AI or automation. Enter a catchy title for your post.
All right, so that voice that you heard was actually generated by AI. So you have AI voiceovers. So I will include in my Futurize community, if you go to the templates page, I will include these two templates. All right, so I haven't uploaded them yet. I will include a link in the description directly to the template. All right, so this is the one that you need. This one populates leads from LinkedIn Sales Navigator and adds them to a Google Sheet. This is the list of prospects, a whole bunch of profiles that have been scraped from LinkedIn, like the summary, their title, the company they work at, their location, their industry, etc. I'm just going to manually trigger it now just to show you how it works. So it's now busy scraping some text from the Google Sheet, which is all my prospects that are scraped from LinkedIn Sales Navigator, right? And then these were all scraped using this software called Dux-Soup. I do explain how to set all of this up in the video showing on the screen right now. But basically after that, it then uses Claude to then generate a personalized note. All right, I have a whole prompt here with information from their LinkedIn profile, and then a whole system prompt explaining what the invitation note should include. And I even give it like a template that it should follow. And then it goes ahead and it visits their profile, and then it sends the connection request, and then it marks it as successful. So we can see it just finished running. This is the message that was sent out and was personalized based on his profile, and it includes the super demo link. So it says, Neil, do you or your team manually create customized IT transformation roadmaps for each client engagement? Now you see that's super personalized, and the AI interpreted that this is a process that Neil needs to automate based on what they wrote on their profile. And they said, I made a 2-minute interactive demo for you showing how to automate this and save hours every week, right? And then there is the super demo link. And you can see it's even personalized with his name and his company name, Proven Consulting. Let me just show you. I'll copy this link and paste it in. So this is the link that Neil will receive, all right? And notice how it's personalized with his name there and the company name there. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up these super demos. So you want to go to superdemo.com. I will also include a link in the description where you'll get 30% off your first 3 months. If you do want a discount, you will get a discount on, I think, any of these plans. So I'm just going to go start creating, and that should take me here. I'll go to super demos, and then you want to click on create. And then you can see there's a few options on how to create a super demo. You can either record from a Chrome extension, which is the way I do it, or you can record from a desktop app, or you can upload content, or you can record the camera and the screen. So I like this record from extension method. After you click this, it'll prompt you to actually install the Chrome extension. Once you've done that, go to the app that you want to build a super demo for. In my case, it's Futurize. Then click on the Super Demo Chrome extension and click Record Super Demo. All right, so you can see there's three options. You can go with a guided screenshot demo, which is what we're going to do, where it's got the screenshots with the text and the AI voiceover, or you have the HTML or sandbox demos. These are really cool. It almost creates like an interactive, usable web application. So it's a way for people to try out your app without actually having to sign in, and it'll navigate between different pages the way you set it up. The most simplest is just a guided screenshot demo. So I'll click start recording. Cool. So here's the community. Maybe I'll show them that you can also create a post. So you can click on over here and ask any questions like, what is the best LLM for writing? Whatever you want to ask, right? Now, me typing was actually captured by Super Demo. It recorded a video while I was doing that. Then you can click on courses. Okay. And here I'll add a voiceover saying how you can learn different automation tools. For example, if you want to learn Make, you can learn from this course. If you want to learn ChatGPT, you can learn from this course. Then there's events, right? And this is where there are live Q&A events where our members can ask any AI and automation related questions. Right, then there's members. I'll skip that one. Then I'll go to templates. And this is where you can download different automation templates. So like this AI-powered LinkedIn outreach engine, right? And you can download these plug and play templates that you can add into make.com to set up for yourself. And then we have the about page, all right? And we can watch this video and yeah, you can even book a one-on-one call with me. I think that was enough. I'm going to click stop recording. So while I was clicking through my web app, it actually automatically generated the super demo that we can just go and tweak. So you can see here it is. It says click on write something, click here, and then there it has the video. What is the best LLM for writing? And you can actually speed that up. So I'll show you how to do that. Click post, then there's go to courses, click go to course, then there's go to the events page. Maybe I'll add some text explaining what happens here. The templates page, I'll show them how to download a template, and then the about page, and then I'll tell them watch this video, and then there's a final call to action, visit Futurize. That'll then redirect them directly to your website or any other link. So let me show you how to edit this. You want to click on edit. Here's all the different steps. We can add a chapter in the beginning, which will introduce them, like welcome to our, and then we can customize it, Futurize demo. And then you can personalize it with their name and company or any other parameters. So to add variables, you add a double open brace and a double close brace like that. And then in between, you'd add your parameter like name. We can put a hyphen or maybe an at symbol at, and then we have the company name. In my example, I just use N and C just to keep the URL parameters and the link much shorter because there's a character limit when you send invitation notes on LinkedIn. You can even customize this text over here. You can also change the aesthetic. Maybe you want this to be less blurry or more blurry. So you have full control over all that stuff. By the way, you can also add forms and embeddings and password. Let's say it's something private. You could add a password and then send the user a password that they need to access the super demo. Or you can capture some of their details in order for them to actually watch the demo. I'd recommend going with the default options so that it minimizes the amount of friction for them to actually watch your demo. I'll come here to edit this. And instead of a pointer, which is like this pointer here, that doesn't look bad, but I'm rather going to use a custom area like this so that I can select this whole rectangle. I think that looks a lot better. It looks more clickable as well. So instead of click on write something, I'm going to add a benefit. So I'm going to say click on write something to ask any questions about AI or automation. Generally, people use this community to ask about questions on how to automate their own business processes, and having this below is good. You can also change the position if you want it on the right or above, but I think at the bottom looked quite nice in this case. You can also change the width, large, medium. There's all these different options. This next button, we can add text instead. We can write next or continue. I think that looks good. I like the word continue. That's fine. I'll keep it left aligned and I'll click save. Saving hotspot, global settings, apply to all. Right, so now everything is going to have this continue button. I'll click close. Right, so then next is going to be this video. Actually, first it says click here. So I'm actually going to delete this step because I don't want them to have to click there just for it to show this video. We'll click these three dots and click delete. Then we have the video. I'll play this video and you can see it took quite a while to type that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to crop it and I'm going to speed it up. So to crop it, you can just drag this purple toggle from the right to crop on the right hand side and this one to crop from the left. I think it started fine, so I'll leave it there and then we can check where did I finish writing? Somewhere there. So I'll just drag this like that. And then I'll also speed this up to be 3x. So it should be 3 times faster. That looks good. And I'll click save. Then next, okay, I'm going to delete this whole thing about posting. To delete, you can also click backspace and then just delete. Next is to click on courses, right? So I think that's fine. I'll leave that as is. I clicked around a whole bunch here. So I'm just going to delete this step, delete this step, delete this step, delete this step. Maybe I'll use this example because it shows clicking on the button to go to the course. So I will maybe edit this and instead of saying afterwards, click on go to course, I'll rather say learn from any of our automation courses, hands-on automation courses, and learn by doing. Okay. Then it's always important to like kind of link the benefits to each of the steps, right? Just so that they understand the reason why. So maybe I'll say learn quickly. Learn quickly from any of our hands-on automation courses and learn by doing. That looks good. And then this here, if you're wondering, that's the zoom preview. So it zooms in to that part of the screen. If you want to remove it, you can always just click this delete and it won't zoom in. And if you want to add that zoom in, you can add it back. So you can just come and click this zoom and pan and it'll add it back. And you can change the size and, you know, the position and all that stuff. So maybe I'll just remove that for now. I'll delete this step. Oh, this is the next one. Next, click on events. All right, I'll save that. Then I'll close. And then on the events page, all right, I don't want to jump straight to click on templates. I want to maybe write something here. So maybe I'll duplicate this. So I'll click the 3 dots and duplicate. On the first one, I'm going to remove the zoom preview and I'm going to edit this. Instead of clicking on the templates, I'm just going to do a normal call out. All right, so that's not related to any button click. It's just like some text on the page. And I'm going to say, get your questions answered by Leon live on our weekly Q&A calls. All right, so Q&A, maybe video calls. Just to be more specific, get your questions answered by Leon live on our weekly Q&A calls. Cool, that's clear. I'll click save. Then I click close just to go back, right? Then after that, it's click on templates with the zoom preview. I like that. I'll leave that in. Then over here, I'll also remove the zoom preview so that they can see some of the other templates and I'll edit here. That looks good. I'll click save, close that. Then lastly is then go to click on about. Maybe instead of this clicking one-on-one, I'm rather going to edit this and I will move this to over here. I'm just going to move this to be on the right of this one here. All right, the tooltip position. Okay, and then I'm going to change this tooltip to watch this video to learn more. Watch this video to learn how to automate your first business process with AI. All right, click save and close. All right, so that looks good. Lastly, we can also even translate all of this. So if your target market is in a different language, or like if you want to give the person watching this an option to switch languages, you can do that. So you can go to personalize, translate with AI, and then we'll go to AI translate, open translation hub. I'll click add translation. And then you can choose any language. Let's go Hindi. All right, a lot of my audience are from India. So that would make sense. Then I'll click AI translate and you can see here are all the different ones we wrote in English. I'll click AI translate. Here's all the Hindi version. And then you can also add the voiceover in Hindi as well. So let's do that. I'll click add Hindi voiceover, remove voiceover translate, sync with translated hotspots. Let's go sync with translated hotspots. Okay. So here we go. There's our Hindi version. Let's listen.
AI या स्वचालन के बारे में कोई भी प्रश्न पूछने के लिए कुछ लिखें और क्लिक करें।
Cool stuff. And you can see it even kept the AI in English because that's probably like, even in Hindi, it would be referred to as AI. And then we can just change the accent over here. And let's look for like an Indian accent. Here, there you go, Sanjay. We can go with Sanjay. Right, I'll click that and it should then sound better. Right, let's click save. Now we can go and demo this or check out our demo. So I'll click close. And oh, by the way, you can also embed this on your website. So this is what it would be like if it was embedded on your website. But in our case, we're using this personalized link, and then we would just copy this dynamic link, and then you'd paste that in the browser. And then for the name, you just replace the name part after the equal sign to whatever their name is, like, I don't know, Leon, and then whatever Leon's company's name is. I don't know, I'll just say ABC Limited, or I'll just say ABC, whatever, that's fine. And then I'll click enter. Okay, so it says, welcome to our futurized demo, Leon at ABC. Let's get started.
Click on write something.
How cool is that? So you'll notice that it didn't say the rest. That is something we'll have to fix. So let's go edit this. So you can see the audio is not synced yet. So I'm going to go to instant voiceover. And what you want to do is you want to click on this button, insert hotspot text, and that will pull in the one that we manually wrote. You want to go do that for all of the steps. Let me just go and insert all these steps. I'll save that. Now the audio should match the text that we wrote. And let's go preview again.
Click on write something to ask any questions about AI or automation. Click on courses. Learn quickly from any of our hand-on automation courses and learn by doing. Next, click on events. Get your questions answered by Leon on our weekly Q&A video calls. Click on templates. Download any automation template and customize it to your needs. Then click on About. Watch this video to learn how to automate your first business process with AI.
And then you can see here we have the final call to action. I'm going to say, click the link below to join Futurize and watch that video on the About page. Then I can even maybe direct them directly to the About page like that, or I'll just leave it, right, and open in a new URL. That's good. I'll leave it like that. There's also like different animations. So like, for example, you can make it like a spinner if you want, or what's this, pulse. It's also cool, grabs attention. I like the ripple. I think that looks quite clean. All right, I'll click save. And there you have it. So that's Super Demo. If you want to try it out, I will include an affiliate link in the description where you will get 30% off your next 3 months of Super Demo. And then if you want to learn how to set up this automation, I will include another video showing on the screen right now where I show you how to set each module up step by step, how to get your API keys, and how to configure everything. All right, so that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.